Hello, welcome back. Did you know that something as simple as cycling can transform your health and life in surprising ways? Whether you're looking to improve your physical fitness, mental health, or even increase longevity, cycling has benefits you may never have imagined. Stay with me until the end of this video, and I promise you that you will look at the bike in a completely different way. When you pedal, your whole body comes into action, turning this exercise into a real machine of toning and strengthening. It is not just about moving your legs at a constant pace. Each movement activates a muscular and metabolic symphony that goes far beyond the lower extremities. The legs, of course, are the first to be recruited. Each pedal involves the quadriceps in the front of the thigh and the posterior muscles, such as the hamstrings and glutes, responsible for the power of the movement. The result is the strengthening of the muscles of the thighs and the gain of definition in the gluteus, leaving this region toned and firm. The repetition of the push and pull movement activates the muscles at different times, creating a complete muscular work. In addition, the calf muscles come into action with each ride, helping to stabilize movement and improve ankle strength. This set of lower muscles, quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves work in harmony to ensure that each ride is efficient, resulting in balanced development and toning of the lower limbs. But cycling goes far beyond the legs. The core, or center of the body, plays a crucial role in this exercise. To keep your balance on the bike, especially in uphill or uneven terrain, the abdominal muscles and back are highly demanded. This constant effort helps to strengthen the core, making the abdominal region more firm and stable. Strengthening this area not only improves posture, but also helps prevent back pain, because the muscles are more able to support body weight and stability during the ride. The arms and shoulders also participate in the movement. While the legs move the pedals, the arms, hands, and shoulders help in the direction and balance of the bike. When holding the handlebars, especially on sloping terrain, you are activating muscles such as biceps, triceps, and deltoids, responsible for supporting the weight of the trunk and adjusting posture. Even if it is not as noticeable as the legs, cycling helps to strengthen the upper body in a subtle but effective way. Another great benefit of cycling is the low overload on the joints. Unlike other impact sports like running, cycling offers a smoother experience for your knees and hips, preserving joints and reducing the risk of long-term injury. This makes the ideal exercise for people who want to tone their body without worrying about excessive wear on the joints. The positive impact of cycling is not limited to the physical part. Cycling is a highly cardiovascular exercise, which means the heart is also benefited. Each ride helps improve blood circulation, making the heart pump blood more efficiently throughout the body. By increasing cardiovascular endurance, cycling strengthens the heart, lowers blood pressure, and improves oxygenation of muscles, which increases endurance and willingness for other daily activities. In addition, a more efficient cardiovascular system means that the body is able to burn fat more effectively, promoting weight loss and improving body composition in a balanced way. By cycling regularly, you also contribute to cholesterol control, as increased blood flow helps clear arteries, reducing the risk of heart disease. Cycling is considered one of the most affordable and efficient ways to keep your heart healthy, improving lung function and strengthening the cardiovascular system in a broad way. Another important aspect is the increase in physical endurance. Cycling is an exercise that can be adapted to your level of fitness, from a light ride to challenging high-intensity routes. Over time, constant practice increases breathing capacity, allowing you to pedal for longer without feeling fatigue. This improvement in physical endurance is not only reflected in sports performance, but also in everyday life, providing more willingness and energy to face daily activities with less effort. Also, cycling is an excellent way to reduce stress. The simple act of cycling outdoors, feeling the wind on your face and looking at the landscape, has a significant impact on mood and mental health. The practice helps release endorphins, the hormones of well-being, which promote a feeling of euphoria and satisfaction. By relieving stress, anxiety, and even mild symptoms of depression, cycling turns into a moving therapy, combining physical and mental benefits in one exercise. In short, cycling is not just a fun activity or a sustainable means of transport. It's a complete form of exercise that strengthens and tones the body in a balanced way without overloading the joints. It improves fitness, strengthens the heart, burns calories, relieves stress, and promotes a healthier and active life. Every ride is a step towards physical and mental well-being, making cycling a smart choice for those seeking comprehensive and sustainable results. Cycling is not only a powerful physical activity, it is also a mental therapy that can transform your emotional state. When you pedal, the benefit goes far beyond burning calories or toning muscles. It's a real breath of fresh air for your mind. In a world where stress, anxiety, and mental fatigue are increasingly common problems, cycling emerges as a natural, simple, and extremely effective solution to improve mood and relieve the pressure of everyday life. The magic happens from the moment you get on the bike and start riding. With the rhythmic movement of the legs and the focus on the surrounding environment, your body enters a state of flow, a kind of meditative state that relieves the mind of worries. But the key to mental well-being is in endorphins, the famous happiness substances. These molecules are released by the brain during physical activities and are known to provide a sense of euphoria, relaxation, and joy. When you pedal, your body takes action to release a large amount of endorphins, which helps instantly raise mood. This injection of wellness is one of the reasons why many people feel happier and more energized after a good ride. In addition, endorphins are also known to reduce the perception of pain and physical discomfort, making cycling a great way to relieve muscle tension or stress-related aches. Cycling, therefore, can be seen as a natural way to combat stress, creating a sense of relief and mental clarity. But the psychological benefits of cycling go even further. In addition to releasing endorphins, cycling also increases the production of serotonin and dopamine, two neurotransmitters that play a crucial role in regulating mood, motivation, and pleasure. Dopamine, in particular, is associated with the brain's reward system, which means that the more you pedal, the more your brain associates this activity with feelings of satisfaction and well-being. Over time, this creates a positive cycle where regular cycling can increase your emotional resilience and ability to cope with stress. Mental and emotional health also get a big boost when you opt for outdoor cycling. Being in contact with nature brings a number of proven benefits to the mind. Several studies have shown that spending time in natural environments such as parks, trails, or roads surrounded by green landscapes can significantly reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. This is because nature has a calming effect on the nervous system, slowing down brain activity and providing a sense of tranquility. When you pedal outdoors, the simple fact of observing the landscape, feeling the wind on your face or the sun on your skin, helps to create a sense of reconnection with the present, slowing down the frantic pace of thoughts. Each ride becomes an escape from the urban chaos, as if the mind could disconnect from problems and responsibilities for a moment. The combination of physical effort with the beauty and serenity of nature creates an almost therapeutic experience, where problems seem to distance and a mental clarity arises naturally. Another advantage of cycling outdoors is that exercise helps improve the ability to concentrate and focus. Cycling requires you to pay attention to the surrounding environment, obstacles on the way, and coordination of movements. This state of mindfulness, known as mindfulness, helps you to distance yourself from anxious or repetitive thoughts, allowing you to focus on the present moment. It is like an active form of meditation, where the focus on the ride takes away worries and stimulates a sense of control over your mind and emotions. In addition, regular cycling can also contribute to improved sleep quality, another crucial factor for mental health. Physical exercise helps regulate your sleep cycles, making it easier for you to fall asleep and enjoy a deeper, more restful sleep. A good night's sleep, in turn, is essential for emotional and mental recovery, helping to keep stress and anxiety under control. And because outdoor cycling exposes your body to natural light, it helps regulate the circadian rhythm, which makes your body understand better when it's time to be alert and when it's time to rest. Cycling can also have a profound impact on self-esteem. By observing your physical progress and the ability to overcome new challenges, such as cycling longer distances or climbing hills that previously seemed impossible, you begin to develop a sense of accomplishment and confidence in yourself. This sense of overcoming is powerful for mental health, because it makes you realize that you are able to face and overcome obstacles, both in the bike and in life. This sense of achievement improves mood and creates a more positive attitude towards daily challenges. Another important point is the socialization that cycling can provide. By participating in cycling groups or riding with friends, you also strengthen social ties and create a sense of belonging. Connecting with others and sharing experiences helps combat feelings of loneliness, one of the major factors that contribute to anxiety and depression. Being surrounded by people who share the same passion creates a support network that improves not only physical health, but also emotional well-being. In short, cycling is much more than a physical exercise. It's a powerful tool for mental health. Regular practice helps release endorphins, improves mood, reduces stress and anxiety, and promotes a sense of accomplishment and connection to the present. Cycling outdoors intensifies these benefits, creating an experience of reconnection with nature and with yourself. Whether you are looking for peace of mind, more happiness, or an escape from the chaos of everyday life, each ride can be the way to a lighter mind, a calmer heart, and a more balanced life. Cycling can be a true elixir of longevity, and if I told you that this simple activity can literally add years to your life, would you believe it? For that is exactly what science is showing. Regular cycling, even if practiced in a moderate way, has the power to prevent a number of chronic diseases and significantly improve your overall health. The secret lies in combining cardiovascular benefits, metabolic control, and muscle strengthening, all while protecting your body from more severe impacts on the joints, something that many exercises do not achieve. Cycling is an activity that, although it seems simple, causes a number of positive reactions in the body. When you pedal, your heart, lungs, muscles, and brain work together to keep your body moving, stimulating processes that help prevent diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. One of the main ways that cycling increases your life expectancy is by strengthening the cardiovascular system. By cycling regularly, you increase your heart's ability to pump blood, improve circulation, and lower blood pressure. This in turn dramatically reduces the risk of heart disease, which is one of the leading causes of death worldwide. Studies indicate that people who regularly cycle have a much lower risk of developing heart problems. The act of cycling helps to improve cholesterol levels, increasing good cholesterol and decreasing bad cholesterol. This means your arteries are healthier, with less risk of fat plaque buildup that can lead to heart attacks or strokes. It's as if each ride is cleaning your cardiovascular system, making it more efficient and resistant to weather attacks and bad habits. Another key point is the impact of cycling on diabetes prevention. Cycling helps increase the body's sensitivity to insulin, which means it can metabolize glucose more effectively. This is especially important for those who have a predisposition to diabetes or already struggle with high blood sugar levels. Regular exercise helps keep blood sugar under control, avoiding spikes that can overload the pancreas and lead to the development of diabetes. Also, as cycling is a low-intensity but high-frequency activity, the body can continue to burn calories even after the end of the activity, helping in maintaining a healthy weight, another essential factor for preventing diabetes. Hypertension, or high blood pressure, is another condition that cycling directly combats. Cycling is a form of aerobic exercise that, when practiced consistently, helps to relax the blood vessels and increase blood flow, which relieves pressure on the arteries. People who regularly ride see a reduction in blood pressure levels, which decreases the risk of suffering problems related to hypertension, such as strokes and kidney failure. The positive impact of cycling on longevity is not limited to the cardiovascular system and metabolic control. Studies also show that regular cycling is associated with a lower risk of certain types of cancer, such as colon and breast. By improving metabolism, cycling facilitates the elimination of toxins and reduces chronic inflammation, two factors directly related to the development of cancers. Also, because exercise maintains a healthy weight and regulates hormones, the body becomes less susceptible to cellular changes that can trigger cancer. Now, if you think you need to cycle long distances or do intense workouts to reap all these benefits, here's the good news. You don't have to pedal a marathon. Just 30 minutes a day is enough to make a significant difference in your health and longevity. A study of amateur cyclists in Europe showed that those who regularly rode for short periods, from 30 to 60 minutes daily, had a life expectancy 2 to 5 years higher than the average population. And these benefits are cumulative. That is, the more you incorporate the habit of cycling into your routine, the greater the impact on your long-term health. And there's more. Cycling also has a positive effect on mental health, which indirectly contributes to longevity. Chronic stress and depression are associated with a number of health problems, including heart disease and immune system problems. When cycling, the body releases endorphins and serotonin, substances that fight these ailments and promote a sense of well-being. This creates a virtuous cycle. You feel more relaxed, happier, and less stressed, which in turn reduces the production of harmful hormones such as cortisol and strengthens the immune system. In addition to helping prevent chronic diseases, cycling is also an excellent way to maintain muscle mass and bone density, two factors that become crucial as we age. Over the years, the body tends to lose muscle mass, which can lead to sarcopenia, loss of muscle mass related to age, and increase the risk of falls and fractures. Cycling, despite being a low-impact exercise, strengthens the muscles of the legs, glutes, and even the core, the muscles of the abdominal region, helping to keep the body firm and in shape. Muscle strength not only improves mobility and quality of life, but also helps protect bones, preventing osteoporosis and other bone-related diseases. Another important aspect is the maintenance of flexibility and mobility of the joints. Unlike high-impact exercises like running, cycling is gentle on your joints, making it an ideal choice for people suffering from arthritis or other joint problems. The cyclic movement of the legs when cycling helps lubricate the joints, preserving flexibility and preventing stiffness that often comes with aging. For those who seek longevity with quality of life, cycling presents itself as an affordable and enjoyable solution. It does not require expensive equipment or complicated techniques. With a bike and a little bit of mood, you can transform your health and increase your life expectancy in a significant way. Whether on a road bike, mountain bike, or even on an exercise bike, the important thing is to start cycling. Every minute counts, and over time, the sum of these moments translates into more health, more vitality, and who knows, more years of life. So if you are looking for an exercise that not only improves your physical health, but also increases your longevity, cycling is a clear choice. No matter your age or fitness level, cycling for 30 minutes a day can be the key to a healthier and longer future. Each ride is a step towards a life full of vitality, where the body and mind work together to prolong and enrich your years. Cycling is not only a form of exercise, it is also a smart and sustainable solution to urban mobility. In a world where time and money are valuable resources, the bicycle emerges as an alternative that meets several needs at once. By choosing to ride instead of driving, you not only save money, but also help preserve the environment, reduce stress caused by traffic, and still get to your destination in a healthier and more energized way. On short distances, this change may seem like a small change, but in reality it has a profound impact both on your daily life and on your quality of life. Imagine starting the day by switching from car to bike to go to work or do small tasks. The first thing you would notice is financial economics. The cost of maintaining a car is high. Fuel, maintenance, insurance, parking, and possible fines are recurring expenses that add up to a significant amount at the end of the month. When you cycle, these costs simply disappear. The only investment you make is in buying the bike and eventually in basic maintenance, which is still a fraction of what you would spend on a motor vehicle. Also, the emotional value of not having to worry about constantly rising gasoline prices or unforeseen maintenance costs is invaluable. But the financial economy goes beyond direct spending. When you pedal to perform daily tasks, it eliminates the need to pay for parking, often expensive in urban areas. In addition, you also avoid car wear on short journeys, which are known to be more damaging to the vehicle, increasing fuel consumption and accelerating parts wear. That is, every time you leave the car in the garage and opt for the bike, it's extending the life of your vehicle and keeping your pocket more full. Another benefit that cannot be ignored is the time you get by escaping traffic jams. Traffic in big cities can be suffocating and often robs you of precious hours of your day. Pedaling, you avoid getting stuck in endless queues of cars, being able to move in a more agile and practical way, especially on short distances. Bicycles have the advantage of moving along bike paths, sidewalks, or even less congested streets, offering alternative routes that cars simply cannot access. This means that while other drivers are stuck in traffic, you're moving forward, taking advantage of the wind in your face, and getting to your destination quickly. In addition to the financial issue and time saved, cycling as a means of transport brings an incredible benefit to your health. Every time you get on the bike, you are exercising without even realizing it. Cycling is an aerobic exercise that works the main muscle groups, especially the legs, glutes, and heart, abdomen, and back. This improves your cardiovascular endurance, strengthens muscles, and increases your breathing capacity. On daily, even short distances, regular practice of this exercise can be enough to significantly improve your fitness. You turn what would be a simple commute into a physical activity that improves your conditioning without needing extra time to go to the gym. The impact of cycling on health goes beyond physical. Cycling also brings important mental benefits. Studies show that people who use the bicycle as a means of transport tend to be happier and less stressed. Part of this is due to the fact that regular exercise releases endorphins, the happiness substances, which help combat stress and improve mood. Another factor is the feeling of freedom that the bike provides. Unlike the car, which often limits your movements and keeps you in traffic, the bike allows you to feel the environment around you, connect with the city, and even enjoy moments outdoors. This connection to the outside world, especially when you ride in parks or green areas, also contributes to a sense of mental well-being. And we cannot forget the positive impact that this choice has on the environment. Motorized transport is one of the main sources of emission of polluting gases that contribute to global warming and degradation of air quality in large cities. Every time you choose to ride instead of drive, you're helping to reduce your carbon footprint and contributing to a cleaner and more sustainable environment. Cycling is a zero-emission mode of transport, which means you do not contribute to air pollution or fossil fuel consumption. This is especially important in urban areas, where the concentration of vehicles and pollutants can have serious effects on public health, increasing respiratory problems, cardiovascular, and even premature death. The change of car for bicycle on short distances also helps to relieve traffic in cities, reducing the number of vehicles on the streets and, consequently, reducing noise pollution and urban stress. It is a choice that, in addition to benefiting the cyclist, helps the community as a whole. Imagine if more people adopted the bicycle as a means of transport to travel short distances. Not only would traffic be smoother, but we would also have cleaner cities with less pollution and more quality of life for all inhabitants. Now, it is important to remember that cycling in the city requires some care. To ensure a safe experience, it is essential to wear protective equipment such as helmets and always be visible, wearing eye-catching clothing and signaling lights, especially at night. Knowing the traffic rules and respecting the bike paths and areas intended for cycling is also essential to the safety of all. And if you are thinking that cycling is only feasible in favorable climates or in flat cities, it's worth reconsidering. Many cities are increasingly investing in infrastructure for cyclists, such as bike paths and bike racks, facilitating commuting even in complex urban environments. In addition, today there are electric bikes, which help to overcome rough terrain and long distances with much more ease. So, changing from car to bike on short trips may seem like a small change, but in practice it makes a big difference. You save money, improve your physical and mental health, gain time by escaping traffic, and still help preserve the environment. The bicycle is not only a transport tool, but a way to improve the quality of life, both individual and collective. Adopting cycling as part of your daily routine is a simple but powerful step towards a healthier, more economical, and sustainable lifestyle. If you're still wondering whether cycling can really transform your life, imagine for a moment what it would be like to feel the wind on your face as you move around, listening to your favorite music and discovering new routes through the city. The world seems to open up before you. Everyday worries are left behind, and every ride is a step towards a healthier and more balanced version of yourself. Cycling is not just a physical activity, it's a lifestyle that brings benefits to the body, mind, and even the planet. If your intention is to improve fitness, cycling offers one of the most effective ways to do this, and the best, without overloading the joints. Unlike other impact activities like running, cycling puts less pressure on your knees, ankles, and hips, allowing you to strengthen your legs and core abdomen and back without the risk of common injuries. Each pedal activates the muscles of the thighs, calves, glutes, and even the arms, especially in climbs or more intense stretches. Over time, you will notice that your body is gaining muscle definition, your cardiovascular endurance is increasing, and your lung capacity will improve. And best of all, it happens in a pleasant way, almost without you noticing the effort. But it's not just the body that transforms. Cycling also has a profound impact on your mental health. When you're in the middle of a routine full of pressures, commitments, and deadlines, stress tends to accumulate. That's where the bike comes in as a real exhaust valve. When you start pedaling, your brain enters into a state of relaxation. The repetition of movement, concentration on rhythm, and breathing make your mind disconnect from worries and focus only on the present moment. This practice of mindfulness has effects comparable to those of meditation. And there's more. Physical exercise, like cycling, stimulates the release of endorphins, so-called happiness substances, which help improve mood and combat anxiety and depression. Now, imagine you pedaling outdoors in a park, on a wooded bike path, or even on a quiet street in your neighborhood. It is not only exercise that does good for the mind, but also the connection with nature. Breathing fresh air, feeling the sun on your skin, observing trees and birds, all this contributes to reduce stress and increase your sense of well-being. Each route you discover can become a little adventure, a moment of escape from the routine, where the chaos of everyday life seems to get further away. Cycling is literally a way to reconnect with yourself and the environment around you. What if I told you that cycling can even increase your life expectancy? Studies have shown that regular cycling helps prevent chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart problems, and even certain types of cancer. This is because cycling improves blood circulation, controls cholesterol levels, helps regulate blood glucose, and keeps the heart healthy. And you don't have to turn into a marathon cyclist to reap these benefits. Cycling for just 30 minutes a day already makes a significant difference to your health. These 30 minutes can be distributed throughout the day, on the way to work, to settle small commitments, or even on a relaxing walk in the late afternoon. If you think it takes a big commitment to start cycling, think again. The bicycle is one of the most accessible and simple forms of physical activity. You don't need specific schedules, you don't require a gym, and you don't depend on anyone but yourself. You can start slowly, choosing quieter routes without worrying about performance. The important thing is to find pleasure in activity, in movement, and this can be done gradually. Gradually, you will notice that the distance traveled increases, that fatigue decreases, and that the habit of cycling becomes a natural part of your daily life. How about making the experience even more enjoyable? Put on your headphones and listen to that playlist you love. Music has the power to transport you into another state of mind, making every ride a unique experience. You know those times when a certain song makes time fly by? Riding to the sound of your favorite songs creates that sense of flow, where body and mind seem synchronized, and you just go, no hurry and no worry. If you're starting now, this may be the extra motivation that's missing to turn exercise into a fun part of your day. But the benefits of riding go beyond personal impact. By choosing the bicycle as a means of transport, you are also contributing to a more sustainable world. Reducing the use of cars for short journeys means reducing emissions of polluting gases, which helps to improve air quality in cities. And that is something that is reflected directly in your health and the health of the whole community. In addition, you escape from traffic jams, save time and money, and still stay active on a daily basis. So if you are looking for a way to improve your physical and mental health, live longer, and contribute to a more sustainable planet, the answer may be on your bike. You don't need to make big changes at once. Start slow, with short routes and no pressure. Allow yourself to experience the feeling of freedom that the bike provides. Believe me, once you get used to cycling, whether as an exercise or as a means of transport, you will not want to stop. If you already have a bike, great. Just take it out of the garage, adjust the seat, check the tires, and ride. If you don't already have one, consider investing in this simple and efficient means of transportation. At first, it may seem like an effort, but over time, each ride will turn into a moment of pleasure. The important thing is to take the first step, or rather, the first ride. After all, there is no better feeling than knowing that you are doing something good for your body, your mind, and the world around you. Now that you know all these amazing benefits of cycling, how about taking the dust off your bike and doing that ride? If you liked this video, do not forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share with friends who need that motivation. Let's ride together towards a healthier and happier life.